Hello and welcome back to Soulful Searching. Today we're discussing 15 common mistakes that twin flames can make when they reconnect in this lifetime. These easy to make mistakes can commonly lead to twin flames running or chasing, arguments, breakups, twin flame karma, or blocks. This list has been created to help you try to avoid some of these common twin flame mistakes as you navigate your path back to unconditional love. First on the list, number 1, expecting your twin flame to be aware of the connection just because you are. It's true that both twin flames will feel strongly drawn towards each other, but just because you have reached a point of spiritual awareness where you realise the true depth of the connection doesn't mean that your twin flame has. Twin flames will always become aware of the connection with divine right timing. But remember, divine timing doesn't necessarily mean at the same time. Your twin flame may have unfinished cycles or soul lessons to work through before they are able to fully comprehend a connection as profound as the twin flame bond. And it's best to allow them to evolve at their own pace and comfort level. Never worry about this and trust that the universe will bring you both into alignment when the time is right. Number 2, impulsively feeling compelled to run from the twin flame relationship. It's been well publicised that twin flames can unknowingly take on cycles of running and chasing each other. Although this is common in the twin flame dynamic, it can be frustratingly drawn out for longer than is necessary, or can even be avoided altogether depending on how twin flames decide to act on these feelings. If you're experiencing the urge to run from your twin flame, then that's okay. The connection can be overwhelming, and you may even still be feeling drawn to other people or experiences at the moment, and that's okay too. You shouldn't fight those feelings. Always listen to what your intuition is telling you. It's okay to not be quite ready for the relationship when it's first presented to you. Just because you've met your twin flame now doesn't mean that you're destined to fall into a fully committed relationship with them immediately. There are many twin flame couples who have spent years in separation as just friends or with other partners before coming together into divine union with their twin flame. It's only after both souls have experienced what they need to as individuals that they can fully unite. 3, constantly feeling like you're chasing your twin flame. If, on the other hand, you feel like you've inadvertently taken on the role of the chaser in the twin flame relationship, don't panic. The truth is that both twin flames will at some point experience being the runner and the chaser in one form or another at some stage in a twin flame journey. Remember, you don't have to chase your twin flame. When the time is right, they'll come to you. Feeling like you're constantly having to chase after your twin flame can be draining and disheartening. It can also have the undesired effect of pushing your twin flame even further away. The more you chase, the more they'll run, and the cycle will continue. No one likes to feel smothered in a relationship, nor should anyone have to feel badgered or pressured in any way. These are toxic behaviours and don't belong in the twin flame connection, or in any relationship. So be mindful to keep your interactions happy and healthy. It can be saddening when our affections or efforts go unnoticed or aren't reciprocated, but persistently trying to get your twin flame's attention will only end in frustration for you both. If you feel like you've been doing all the work recently, then take a step back. Focus on yourself and your own spiritual growth. You may have lessons still to learn or goals to be achieved, and putting all of your focus on your twin flame could hinder your own success. 4, reading too much into signs and synchronicities. It's well known that there are many divine coincidences, signs and synchronicities which appear in the twin flame relationship. like seeing the famous 1111 and other numbers and signs from the universe. These almost supernatural-like signs and synchronicities can help guide twin flames along their journey and into alignment. They are both mystical and beautiful to experience, but they can have a dark side too. We can easily become too engrossed with chasing these magical occurrences, or let our imaginations get carried away and start to see signs that aren't really there. Remember, a genuine sign from the universe will make itself seen or known. You won't be able to miss it. So never go looking for signs. Just allow them to come naturally to you. Trust that you'll always see what you're meant to see and let go of any expectations. 5. Ignoring your own soul work. The Twin Flame mission is all about bringing souls back to pure, unconditional love. There are many lessons, karmic cycles, obstacles, and challenges to undergo before twin flames are ready to reconnect in divine union. Neglecting your soul work will only make the process take longer. Focus on what you're being drawn to. You may still have an unanswered calling. 6. Lying to your twin flame. Unfortunately, it can be common for twin flames to tell little white lies during the beginning of the relationship. This is true for most couples when they're just starting out and isn't limited to the twin flame relationship, but it can have deeper consequences for twin flames than for other soul connections. In the early phases of a new relationship, twin flames are still on their best behaviour around each other. It can be tempting to tell the odd half-truth or keep certain opinions to yourself in the name of making a good impression, but this can backfire. Honesty is always the best approach in any relationship, and even more so for twin flames. The twin flame connection can become complicated enough without throwing a bunch of lies into the mix. Trust is crucial, and even small, seemingly harmless lies can have a huge impact on the relationship. Doubts can creep in, and once they're there, they're not easy to get rid of. You'll save yourself a lot of future time and energy by being as truthful as you can now. Twin flames are destined to love each other unconditionally, the good parts and the not so good parts. But that won't be possible if you keep everything that you perceive as a negative a secret from your twin flame. So just be yourself and let them get to know you for you. 7. Emotionally blocking your twin flame. At times, the twin flame connection might get too much, causing us to close ourselves off from our twin flame, shutting each other out, closing off our energy, ignoring our true feelings, and going into spiritual hiding. Sometimes taking a break is necessary. The twin flame drama can get intense, and often the universe is striving to create balance between the twin souls, pushing and transforming the divine masculine and feminine energy within us. It can be tiring. At times like this, there is no need to fully shut out your twin flame. Just simply draw your focus back to your own energy and healing. Communicate with your twin flame and call on them to assist you if you need it. 8. Neglecting self-love. The twin flame journey is meticulously designed to lead us to divine union and unconditional love. We'll face many lessons to help us learn to love unconditionally along the way. It's important to not only focus on the unconditional love that you have for your twin flame or in your relationship, but that you learn to love yourself unconditionally as well. To be able to fully embrace unconditional love, to love and be loved, we must start with ourselves. Practice acts of self-love. Take time to heal where healing is needed and learn to love yourself unconditionally too. 9. Not being mindful of others. It can be normal for twin flames to get so swept up in the new romance that they almost forget that the rest of the world exists. It is a wonderful but consuming love that can change your life in an instant, but remember to be mindful of others too. It's not completely uncommon for twin flames to already be in an existing relationship or even already be married when they unexpectedly meet their twin flame. Just like in other relationships, this is an emotional minefield for everyone involved, and being as mindful as you can of other souls now will make everything easier in the long run. Remember, any hurt that you cause now has the potential to create new cycles of negative karma that you and your twin flame may end up having to work through later on together. You can still love your twin flame and show compassion to others too. Be kind and caring when handling sensitive situations. It might not be appreciated at the time, but you know that you did your utmost to be your best self, even in those difficult times, and that's all anyone can ask of you, including the universe. 10. Relying on your twin flame to be the source of all your happiness. This one counts for any type of relationship, not just twin flames, and codependency has been widely publicized as a negative and unhealthy relationship trait. So be mindful that your relationship remains in a healthy and happy place. The twin flame relationship can be intense. It can feel like a whirlwind with a whole range of emotions and experiences to go with it. The overpowering draw we feel for our twin flame, the way they make us feel complete, how they can often know what we're thinking or what we need before we even do ourselves, the not wanting to be apart, the way we complement each other's strengths and flaws, can all lead us to possibly relying on our twin flame a little too much. This can cause mounting pressure on your twin flame and in the relationship. It can also lead to future disappointments, as realistically, no one can make you happy all of the time. We must be happy alone and happy with ourselves to be able to be truly happy. Schedule some time for yourself and just enjoy being with you for a while. Don't forget the things you used to do before you met your twin flame. You'll both have your own likes, hobbies, and interests as an individual, and you should continue to enjoy and pursue these things throughout your relationship. 11. Obsessing over the twin flame connection. The twin flame relationship can become consuming at times. It's new and exciting, and we begin to feel feelings and have thoughts on levels we've never reached before. Twin flames can make each other become more spiritually aware, and for many, it may be the first time that they have ever felt that deep of a connection before. Our curiosity of the spiritual world and magic of the universe can reach an all-time high. It can easily begin to take over our every thought, which in the long run won't help us. It's fun and exciting when we start out on our spiritual journey and begin to awaken. Discovering new practices and ideas can almost become addictive. Remember to take a break from your new spiritual studies often. Don't let yourself become obsessed with all these newfound concepts and ideas. Pace your journey and give yourself time to take it all in and enjoy it. 12. Not allowing your twin flame the space they need to grow. Sometimes we just need some space. Don't take it personally if your twin flame needs a little time for themselves. It's completely normal and should be expected. Both you and your twin flame will be experiencing some pretty big spiritual changes. You'll both need time to yourselves occasionally, and there's a lot to process. When twin flames meet, they can accelerate each other's spiritual awakening. This can bring up old karmic cycles, lessons to learn, wounds that need healing, and both twin flames may need time and space to do the soul work needed to grow. Allow your twin flame that space. 13. Having unrealistic expectations as to how the twin flame relationship should be. Don't make the mistake of thinking that the twin flame relationship is all sunshine and rainbows, because you'll be very disappointed when those rainy days do eventually come. The twin flame relationship has been a little over-romanticized in recent years, and this can lead to unrealistic expectations. Yes, the twin flame relationship is wonderful and beautiful and a great deal of many other amazing things, but it is also hard and can be difficult. The truth is that being in a relationship with your twin flame can be very difficult at times. There'll be trials and tribulations, hard soul work to take on, and a lot of spiritual growth throughout the journey. There are times when it feels awful and gut-wrenching, but it's all to bring us closer to unconditional love. It's a tough journey, and being a twin flame isn't always easy. Don't be under the illusion that it is. 14. Believing that your twin flame is perfect. At first, we are so swept off our feet that we can feel that our twin flame is the most perfect person in the entire world. But obviously, this is silly. Nobody is perfect, and your twin flame is no exception. Raising your twin flame to such unreachable heights only leaves them with one place to go, and that's down. Remember, you don't love them unconditionally because they are perfect. You love them even with their faults and flaws too. Everyone has them, and loving someone unconditionally means not only accepting those flaws, but loving them too. Your twin flame can be perfect for you without having to actually be perfect. Often twin flames balance out or complement each other's imperfections. So don't be afraid to discover that your twin flame may not be totally flawless. It's all part of your growth as a couple. Number 15, ignoring your instincts. Like everything else in life, it's always best to trust your gut. The twin flame connection functions on a primal, natural level. Twin flames are naturally drawn to each other and can almost sense each other instinctively. Your intuition will be your most valuable tool when navigating the twin flame journey. Listen to what you're being guided towards. Don't ignore red flags and trust your gut. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that you found this list helpful, and I apologise for my croaky voice. I've got a little bit of a cold right now.